Howdy folks. Today I'm going to talk about a bottle that you should definitely have in your home bar if you don't already. I'm going to make a fun drink with it later. It's Cynar. Let's go. So is it Cynar or Cynar? I'm not really sure. It's definitely not Cynar, I know that. But Cynar, I go back and forth sometimes on the pronunciation. I'm gonna need an Italian to tell me for sure. So if you're Italian, let me know in the comments. So Cynar is a pretty standard bottle you'll find in a lot of nicer bars and even some just random bars here in America. Brand Cynar is owned by Campari, so you know it's got a pretty wide distribution. So you should be able to find this just about anywhere. So let's just give this a taste and see what we think. Obviously, I've had this many times. This is not going to be any kind of a surprise. Yeah. It's so good. It's like sort of your classic Amaro, kind of medium bitter, that more of a bitter finish, a sweeter start and a bitter finish. It's funny because I talk about Cynar a lot in reference to other amari, sort of assuming people have tried Cynar, and I try to base the bitterness level sort of against Cynar, if it's less or more bitter than Cynar. Yeah, so this is sort of a medium bitter, nothing too extreme, and enough sweetness to sort of counteract and give it a nice balance. Now, Cynar, of course, famously is made with artichokes. Some people find that off-putting, I guess. They don't like artichoke, but it doesn't taste like artichokes really at all. It's just sort of used as one of the embittering and flavoring ingredients. Now, it does have sort of a light vegetal note, you know, sort of a little bit of a green veg kind of vibe to it, which is one of the things that really makes it special. It goes really well with Mezcal and tequila and you know, other sort of things with vegetal notes. Now, one quick sidebar, there is another product called Cynar 70, which is basically the same thing as Cynar, but 35% alcohol, so 70 proof, whereas Cynar is 16.5. So when that came out a few years ago when it came to America, I was pretty excited and I got a bottle, but there's nothing different about the formulation, so the recipe is exactly the same. The flavors are the same, everything's the same except more alcohol. So it doesn't really sub in that great for Cynar in other classic drinks. Like I thought Cynar 70 would be like Cynar but more, and you could really pump up the Cynariness of drinks. That isn't really how it worked. So if you've never had Cynar, get the regular red label Cynar. Don't get the Cynar 70. If you have had Cynar and you're curious about Cynar 70, be prepared for it not to really substrate for Cynar. You're going to have to make up your own drinks or find drinks that call for Cynar 70 specifically. And sidebar. Okay, yeah, so Cynar is delicious, classic, bitter Amaro, but we're going to make a fun drink. Let me lay this on you. Cynargarita. So Cynargarita is basically a margarita with a split base of Cynar and Mezcal. It's an ounce of Cynar, an ounce of Mezcal, 3/4 of an ounce of lime, 3/4 Orange Curacao, and 1/4 ounce of sugar just to counteract some of the bitterness from the Cynar. It really keeps giving, you know. It's mostly Mezcal up front, the nice orange flavor, It's got that lime brightening everything up, and then it goes into a nice sort of bitter aftertaste from the Cynar. It's just so lovely. Sort of bright and refreshing, like a marg for like a summer day, but much darker, for these autumn months, at least here in America. So this is really like one of the best variations on a margarita that I know of, and a great use for Cynar, especially if you're sort of more of a beginner bitters drinker. Putting in something like a sour is, it's terrific, a terrific option. Now I've talked about using Amaro as the base of sours before, and that's pretty much what this is as well. Really, I can't recommend this drink enough. I guess that's it. Definitely go buy Cynar. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if there's something else you want me to try, and we'll see you next time.